Welcome to JOGG Deep Dive, where we explore the stories behind the headlines.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping straight into something major that just happened. Literally today, July 20th, 2025.
Yeah, a really significant event unfolding.
Exactly. A huge aviation outage. We've gathered, articles, research notes, everything we could find quickly to really dig into this Alaska Airlines and Horizon Air fleet grounding.
The entire fleet, which is wow.
Right. So our mission here is to unpack what happened, look at the tech side, the operations.
And crucially, the impact on travelers and, well, the whole industry picture.
For sure. Because, let's be clear, this wasn't just some minor delay, it was a full grounding. Huge immediate effects, and potentially longer ripples, too. It definitely makes you ask some serious questions.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's unpack the core event first. An outage hit. When was it? Around 8 p.m. Pacific time, today, July 20th.
Right in the evening peak on the West Coast.
And that immediately led to grounding the entire Alaska Airlines and Horizon Air fleet. Not just some flights, all of them.
Which is a massive decision. And the FAA, they issued ground stops pretty much immediately.
Yeah, at the airline's request, which is key. Shows the airline knew they had a serious internal problem.
Definitely. You don't ask the FAA to halt everything unless it's critical.
Thankfully, it sounds like flights started moving again around 11 p.m. Pacific.
So a 3-hour window of total shutdown.
Still, 3 hours. That's a long time in airline operations. The knock-on effects must have been immediate.
Oh, absolutely. What's striking there is just the speed and scale needed. Grounding an entire fleet requires incredible coordination.
Between the airline's own ops center and the FAA towers everywhere, right?
Exactly. It's about safety first, always. Even if it causes massive disruption, you have to hit pause if there's a fundamental system issue. It was fast, decisive action. Necessary, clearly.
But, okay, this brings us to the big question, the one everyone's probably asking. What caused it?
That's the multi-million-dollar question right now, isn't it?
Was it just, a server tripping over a cable somewhere? It's a simple IT failure?
Yeah.
Or is it something maybe more worrying?
Like a cyber threat. It's definitely on the table as a possibility.
Especially given, the wider context. We've seen other airlines facing digital risks, IT problems, security issues.
Well, you mentioned Hawaiian Airlines, WestJet, Qantas.
Mm-hmm.
They've all had hiccups recently. It puts this incident in a maybe more concerning light.
It does, and it makes you think back to other big IT meltdowns.
Like the CrowdStrike incident back in 2024. That was huge.
Oh yeah, that wasn't just aviation, but it crippled airline systems too, didn't it? Grounded flights across the U.S. for a bit.
It absolutely did. Because a third-party vendor's faulty update caused global chaos. Thousands of companies affected. Critical infrastructure included.
So the key difference we need to understand here is, was this Alaska incident internal? Specific to their systems?
Or was it caused by an outside vendor, like CrowdStrike, potentially affecting others too? That's a critical distinction. Tells you about different kinds of vulnerabilities.
And speaking of Alaska's vulnerabilities, well, this isn't exactly unprecedented for them, is it?
No, it's not. This is actually their second fleet-wide grounding in, just over a year.
Yeah, I remember the last one, April 2024. That was different though, right? Something about weight and balance.
Exactly. A problem with the system that calculates how weight is distributed on the plane. Absolutely critical for safety.
It can't fly if that's not right. An imbalance is incredibly dangerous. So that grounded them then.
And now this. So you have two major system failures, causing fleet groundings in fairly quick succession.
Which naturally leads to the question, does this point to some deeper, maybe systemic IT weaknesses at Alaska Airlines?
It certainly raises that possibility, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You start wondering about the overall health and resilience of their IT infrastructure.
When we talk about robust systems in aviation, what does that really mean? Is it just about preventing crashes like this?
It's more than just avoiding downtime, I think.
Yeah.
It's about how the systems are designed. Do they have backups, redundancies? Can they isolate a failure, or does one problem cascade?
So avoiding those single points of failure that can bring everything down.
Precisely. Because in aviation, reliability isn't just a nice to have, it's fundamental. And passenger trust is built on that. Repeated incidents. Well, they erode that trust.
Yeah, your brand reputation takes a serious hit.
Definitely. It goes beyond the immediate financial cost of the outage. It's about public confidence.
But how robust can an airline realistically be? I mean, threats are always changing, systems are complex. Is perfect invulnerability even achievable?
That's a really good point. No, invulnerable is probably impossible. The goal is resilience.
Okay, resilience, meaning
the ability to take a hit, whether it's a technical glitch or a cyber attack, adapt quickly, and recover without catastrophic failure.
So having backup systems, strong security, and maybe crucially really good plans for when things do go wrong.
Exactly. And plans that are actually practiced. Each real-world incident like this one today is effectively a live fire drill. It shows you where the cracks are.
Right. And these aren't just abstract problems for the airline. They hit passengers hard and fast. Let's talk about that human impact.
Yeah, the immediate fallout for travelers.
We saw mass delays reported almost instantly, people stranded. There was that specific example from Portland. Passengers told to save hotel receipts.
Standard procedure in these cases, but it signals major disruption, rebooking, reimbursement. It's chaos for passengers.
Oh, I can only imagine. Hundreds of people suddenly needing hotels, trying to rebook flights, and then dealing with the claims process later. It's stressful.
And the key thing to remember is the disruption doesn't stop the moment flights resume at 11 p.m.
No, the ripple effects.
Exactly. They can last for days. You've got planes and crews completely out of position.
Right. A plane that was supposed to be in Seattle might be stuck in Anchorage. A crew might hit their legal duty time limits because of the delays.
Precisely. So you get ongoing cancellations, delays, schedule reshuffling, impacting thousands more people who weren't even flying during the initial 3-hour outage.
It's a complex web, and pulling one thread like this can snarl it up for a while.
A very complex web.
Okay, what about the regulators? The FAA. We know they issued the ground stop. What else is their role here?
Well, their immediate role was safety approving the airline's request to halt operations. Right now, they probably haven't commented publicly yet, right?
No, not seeing any official statement from the FAA itself, just confirmation they acted on the airline's request.
That's typical. They'll be doing their own assessment behind the scenes, looking into the cause, ensuring compliance, understanding the failure.
So, less public commentary, more internal investigation at this stage.
Yes. But you can bet this incident reinforces, for the FAA and the industry, the absolute importance of having solid, resilient IT systems. It puts a spotlight on it.
And this brings us back to that wider cybersecurity question.
Indeed. Because if this wasn't just a glitch, if it had malicious intent behind it.
We're hearing warnings, aren't we? From cybersecurity firms like Google, Palo Alto Networks. They're flagging increased interest from hackers targeting aviation.
Yes, the warnings are getting louder. Aviation is seen as a high-value, high-impact target.
Why, though? What makes airlines so attractive to hackers?
Several reasons. The potential for massive disruption, obviously. Grounding flights creates instant chaos and headlines.
Okay, disruption value. What else?
They hold vast amounts of sensitive passenger data, payment info, passport details, travel patterns. That's valuable on the black market.
Right, data theft.
And then there's the potential for state-sponsored actors interested in critical infrastructure or intelligence gathering. It ticks a lot of boxes for malicious actors.
So it's a worrying landscape. Now, how did Alaska Airlines handle communicating all this during the crisis?
From what we saw, they issued apologies, which is standard.
Yeah.
And that key advice.
Check status before heading to the airport. Yeah, crucial advice.
Always good advice, but especially during an active outage. But it also highlights how difficult it is for an airline to manage communication effectively when thousands are affected simultaneously.
Those outage travel alerts, or OTAs, getting timely, accurate info out to everyone across different channels, it's a huge challenge.
A massive challenge. And how well they do it directly impacts passenger frustration and trust. Clear, honest, timely communication is vital.
Absolutely. When you're stranded, knowing what's happening, even if the news isn't great, is better than being left in the dark.
Transparency is key. And for you, the listener, this is another reminder. Be proactive. Use those airline apps. Check the website constantly before you leave for the airport.
Maybe even use third-party flight tracking apps. They can sometimes be faster with updates on delays or diversions.
Good tip. Anything that gives you more information helps you navigate the uncertainty.
So there we have it. A deep dive into a very fresh event, today's Alaska and Horizon Air grounding. We've covered the timeline, the potential causes, the history.
The impact on operations, the regulatory angles, cybersecurity concerns.
And most importantly, what it means for passengers, for you.
And as we finish, May, here's a final thought to leave you with. Today's incident, hitting a major airline like this, it's just such a stark reminder of how incredibly dependent we all are on these really complex, interconnected IT systems for something as fundamental as air travel.
You just assume they'll work.
We do. So what does an event like this really tell us about the resilience of that critical infrastructure? And maybe also about our own preparedness as individuals living in this super digital connected world.
Definitely something to think about next time you're booking a flight or waiting at the gate. Food for thought.